When it comes to upgrading your Harley, most people start with the exhaust, handlebars, or seat. But this upgrade that I'm about to show you, most people overlook. The best part, it's simple and doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. In this video, I'm gonna install and review SoftBrake's reduced reach clutch lever on my 2023 CVO Road Glide Luam. Now let's hop into it. I want to give a huge shout out to Rick over at SoftBrake for sending me this reduced reach clutch lever so I can do an install and review. Yes, they did send me this for free, but I'm not making any commission off of this. I've been using these things for years. I've had one on my 17 Street Glide Sheila that I recently got rid of, and I also have one on my 23 Road King Sonic. These things are absolutely fantastic. Okay, so I know you're wondering what's so special about these levers. So this is SoftBrake's reduced reach clutch lever, and here's the OEM one. Not much of a difference that you can see with the naked eye. So the main difference, Rick over at SoftBrake, he bends the OEM lever in at the perfect spot and it reduces the reach by 1 inch. And let me tell you, that 1 inch really does matter.
That's what she said.
This brings the lever closer to your hand so that way you have better control over your clutch. So now this lever here is for the 2023 CVO touring models. This will also fit your 2024 touring models as well. As you can see here, Harley Davidson did change up the lever a little bit, so this isn't gonna fit your older models, but I do have good news. They have other levers on their website that will fit the older models. I'm telling you, these things are definitely a game changer, especially when it comes to slow speed maneuvers. You just have so much more control compared to the stock clutch. One quick note before I do the install, this is an exchange program, so you do have to send back your stock lever. You don't have to do this until you receive the new one, but they make it super easy. They give you a pre-labeled bubble mailer. Take your stock lever, drop it in there, and take it over to the post office. Now, if you don't send them your stock lever, there's gonna be about a $90-some charge, but they make it so simple, just send it back. So you do have some new hardware in these levers. You have a little bushing right here, you got this spring, and then you have this little nub right here, and the new ones already have all this installed, so you don't have to worry about that. Let me go ahead and show you what I have on there now. I did try an adjustable clutch lever, and let me tell you, I didn't like it. I ended up trying an adjustable PSR lever because I've heard really good things about it, but let me show you why I don't like it. So as you can see right here, it is very, very loose, and I do not like that at all. This wheel right here is the adjuster. You have to push this forward, then you can turn the wheel, and this is all the way out. So as you can see, I mean, there's no way in heck I'm gonna keep it out that far. So even on the closest setting, I'll adjust this back, which they don't make this very easy. That's the closest right there. But honestly, in my opinion, the reach feels further than the stock lever, so I don't know what that's all about. I will do a measurement to see if this is actually closer or not. Let me go grab my tape measure real quick and we'll get the measurement. Okay, so I'll take my tape measure, I'll put it right in about in the middle right here, and then I will go from here to here, and we're looking at right here about 2 3/4 inches. Let me go ahead, remove this lever. It's gonna be the same process as your stock lever, and then we'll install the new one and see what the difference is. So the first thing we have to do is release the clutch cable from some of the clips. So you have this big one right here. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this reservoir right here for your coolant. All you have to do is push it forward. It comes right out of that clip. Now, you have a cable right here, just simply unclips, and then you can pull this, and then your clutch cable is tied right here. You just kind of push that forward, up and out. Then your next step, you have this little black sleeve right here. You just slide this little rubber boot up, and then you can slide the sleeve up. Mine's gonna look a little bit different than yours because I have the fat baggers adjuster on here, which is a lot more reliable and solid. After you get your clutch cable. Once you get your cable all unclipped, now you're gonna have to release the tension in the clutch. Mine's gonna look a little different because I have the fat baggers adjuster on there. If you didn't replace it with that, yours is gonna have a little red button. You have 2 tabs on the back that you have to press in on either with your fingers, I can get with my fingers, or you have to use a screwdriver. Release that red button. You have to end up pushing down on the clutch cable get it as far as you can and then press that red button back in. There's plenty of videos online showing you how to do it. All right, so I have this all loosened up, so I got some slack in the clutch. So now let's go to the other side and start removing the lever. So what we have to do, here's the lever right here. Underneath, if you can see this right here, you have a little Torx bit. I'll get you the exact size. And that bolt is going to be a Torx bit. This is a T10. You can pretty much do it with like a screwdriver handle. I'm just using a ratchet extension. And then you drop it. Luckily it fell on the lift. And then this plastic cover just comes right out. And after that, you have a snap ring right here. So you get a pair of snap ring pliers, put them in there, and then you remove the snap ring. Once that snap ring's out, you can just push up on it, and then the pin will come out. Then you can just grab a hold of the pin, pull it out, and drop the pin as well. After that pin's out, grab a hold of this housing right here that the clutch cable's in, pull it, go in between that groove, and it comes right out. In order to disconnect the lever from the cable, you have like this little barrel piece on the end here. Then what you have to do is you have to rotate this cable. So you can see there's a little gap right here. You rotate this down so that way the cable can fit in between this notch, and you just kind of wiggle it out. And if need be, you can take like a little screwdriver, push it all the rest of the way out. Let's get rid of this piece of junk. Let's install the new one. So obviously we're just gonna do everything we just did, but in reverse. Put this little barrel in the hole. Make sure it's in the right spot so that way you can get the cable through. Push it up in there, rotate, bam. Good to go. Then we're going to start inserting this back in. I'll tilt this just a little bit so I can get in there. Good. Then you're going to have to use a little bit of force to get this back and into the housing. Almost there. Boom. It's in. After that's in, you're just going to line up the holes and put your pin back in. Line it up. Push it all the way down until it's flush. Get your snap ring pliers, put it on the snap ring, put it back on the bottom of the pin. You just put this plastic piece back in, and of course, you gotta put that tiny bolt back in. This can be a little tricky, but it's not too bad. It doesn't need a whole lot of pressure on it. Just hand tight will do. Good to go, not going anywhere. Then of course, make sure you readjust your clutch. All right, I have everything all wrapped up, put back together. Now let's see if I can feel a difference with the reduced reach soft brake lever. Haven't tried this yet. I can already tell. This is definitely closer than the PSR and the stock lever. I mean, right off the rip. Let me grab the tape measure and see where we're at. Now remember, my original measurement was 2 3/4 from the middle. So we'll go from the middle here. And on the tape here, I'm getting about 2 inches, maybe 2 1/16 inch. So I was right, major difference. I'm telling you guys, this makes a huge difference when you're doing your slow speed maneuvers, brings it so much closer. So now, all I have to really do is move my hand that much. Before, you know, I was kind of a little ways out there, and the further you have to reach your hand out, the less stable you're gonna end up being. So this is definitely gonna help with my clutch control, and I already know because I have it on my Road King and I had it on my Street Glide. Also looks identical to the stock lever. You can't even tell this was bent. It's got a very nice finish on it. You can get this lever in either black, chrome, or just polished aluminum. The most expensive one is the chrome. That comes in at about $69. The black one comes in at around $61, $62. And the polished aluminum only comes in at $55. I spent well over $100 on the adjustable PSR lever and was definitely disappointed. I wonder if it's because of the new models, they weren't able to dial it in right or something, but to me, don't go with the PSR. If you're looking for a closer reach, you need to go with SoftBrake. If you want to see some other products that I reviewed from SoftBrake, check out this video right here. As always, this is Jogo with Jogo Motorcycle Adventures, and until next time, ride on.